So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another shot at goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's played in. It's a clearance, but not much of one. And now they can clear their lines. They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's a pretty loose pass. Good play on the left-hand side here. He's picked his way through. Applies the finish! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special. He's having a hit! And it's Grimaldo. Quality ball. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, that's superb. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Konate spots it and intercepts. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He's got away. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's going for goal. And he's gone looking for safety. Can he spark a counter here? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's been intercepted, and he's managed to get rid. Konate. Grimaldo. Now it's Martinez. Out towards the flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fabian Ruiz. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Messi. Now it's Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He is through here. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Martinez tries from distance. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi, played out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. Oh, great run, magical! Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Inter really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started. Here's a chance! And again! And Ochoa somehow saves it! And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's fabulous. Osimhen! Oh, it's hit the post. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good...
Martinez! And that is wildly off target. No way through, so back it... And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, no joy this time. Danger averted for now. Grimaldo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's intervened well there. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Osimhen. That's a good run down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's played it in low. And it's claimed by the keeper.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts.
And Martinez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Takes a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz goes steaming forward. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That has not gone well. He has found the way through. Konate gets a foot in here. Throw in.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 3. Lascia il campo per il numero 19.
He's found a way through. Chance for a shot! Just about up to 75 minutes. Gets a good foot in there. Fabian Ruiz. Osimhen. Now it's Colomwani. Fabian Ruiz.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Colomwani. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He has found the way through. Driving forward. Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. Tries to play it through. Osimhen. That pass just didn't quite work. Just 5 minutes left. Pass is just off target.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And he's there to get it away.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Ball's gone out of play. The ball has bounced loose now. And we're done. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of